Welcome, friends. It's time to get your cacao ready and settle in as we join for another episode of Megan Hopper Presents The Cacao Crowd, where we'll connect to heal, empower, and learn to love ourselves a little more each day. Hey guys, welcome back. Another Thursday. You've made it through another week. Yay! Time to celebrate. And today in studio, we have Dru Ali with the healing power of light that we're going to be talking about. So welcome, Dru.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. They're always fun because how is it not fun when you're talking about healing and magic and cacao and, all of these things that just lift your spirits? But definitely a different dimension of it when we're talking about light and how that can heal and really digging into that. It's a topic that most people I don't think necessarily know as much about. So it'll be really cool.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah. And first, we get to share some cacao.
Mm-hmm.
So today, standard Keith's cacao. We did use ginger and honey, but kind of a lot of ginger because, we're in the fiery new moons.
Okay.
I believe it's Aries now, which is a fire sign. So got a little heat going. And I got water today from the water brewery in Costa Mesa. So if you guys are concerned about your water, don't have a filter at home, want to try alkaline water like we were talking about last week, although last week it was referred to more as ionized water because of the Kangen, but still alkaline ionized specialty water, feel free to go check out Water Brewery in Costa Mesa. They're really good people and they have really good product. So yeah, simple cacao today. Keith's cacao is always my favorite. And we like to just do a little blessing, do like a mini ceremony, really get it flowing through, and then join in on the facts and the learning. So if you'd like to join me,
I would.
We can have our cacao, eyes open, eyes closed, always up to you. And just inhale, sniffing your cacao first. Letting it fill you. And calling in, thanking your guides and guardians, all of the plant, animal, and nature spirits, Mama Cacao herself. Thanking all of our ancestors and relatives and all of our friends and family, seen and unseen, for joining us, co-creating, filling our cacao and ourselves with all of the vibrations for an amazing half hour and a wonderful weekend to come. And taking a sip and letting it fill you. Feeling the energies of the cacao spreading throughout your body. And feeling that glow and that warmth reaching all the way to the crown of your head and up, out, connecting you to everything above. Reaching out your fingertips. Reaching down and out towards your ground, where you connect to the earth, and then continuing on and connecting you into the earth. And taking another sip. And letting that glow just completely fill you from your heart, letting your heart open, letting yourself dive deeper where there's no fear. Where you feel supported. And just sitting in the gratitude of that support. And taking a big inhale through your nose and exhaling, letting go of anything that's not in line with that supportive love. And thank you, Mama Cacao, and thank you guys for continuing to show up for yourselves every week. Not necessarily for the show, for me, but for yourself. That's huge. So yeah, thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.
And in studio, we'll continue to sip on our cacao, or you can chug it if you want to. But you said you listened to the last show, so you know my experience with chugging cacao. But so not something I recommend. But if that's what you feel called to do, go for it.
I think I'm going to enjoy it this whole interview.
Probably the safer bet.
It's amazing.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's a little less fiery than I thought I made it, but it's good.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a gentle hug in a cup. Okay, so like we do every episode, and this one I try to gear them a little bit towards what we're talking about. We always have a fun fact. So when it was water, we were talking about frogs and urinating. In this one, we're talking about the human body and glowing. So the human body literally glows. Most people don't know that because it's not necessarily visible to everyone's naked eye. The human body emits a amount of light that's not traceable how we would normally see everything. But if you use specific cameras or different, like probably military has the equipment, military's got equipment for everything, then you'd be able to see the human body glowing. And it's just an innate thing that the human body does. So it's pretty exciting. We are already glowing beings, which means obviously that when you introduce light into a healing modality, it's going to have a massive effect. Kind of like if you guys have ever heard of acolyte codes and people saying that acolyte codes come through the sun, and if you're sun gazing or even high day, because in the middle of the day you don't want to stare directly into the sun, but if you close your eyes and you're looking at the sun through your lids and you kind of flash your fingers over your eyes to create those frequencies, you get those different acolyte codes. So yeah, everything is glowing. It's just whether we perceive it or not. Yeah.
I feel it.
Well, and you've made kind of a life out of it with everything that you do with the ajna light, the pyrolite. I mean, your whole place is called the Lighthouse. So that definitely screams you're into the light.
Mm-hmm.
And because everything is so light focused, not necessarily as easy to show in the studio because the pieces can be large. There are a lot of components to it. It is kind of a lot to set up. I know you guys do move things around a little bit to set them up, to do pop-ups here and there, like at Learning Light Foundation. But we did get some video of when I came to Lighthouse last time, and a couple of other events that you guys have held. So we're just going to show that video quick to give everybody kind of those views of some of the different equipment that you guys use, and what it looks like when we turn this ajna light on. And then we can explain a little bit more about what all of these pieces of equipment are and what it is that everyone is seeing. So I think it opens with a shot of your space as it used to look at Lighthouse. This was before you got that second bed in place. Some of the amazing artwork that you guys have throughout the facility, the crystals, the plasma, all of the different kind of accoutrements that you can use while you're under the light, and then showing different clients with the ajna light above, the pyrolite on their stomach, doing all of this work to kind of just help them dig deeper, and also the Healy scans to scan and show your chakras. So since we are ending with the photo of it and now back on it, let's first talk about the bed. And what does the bed do in all of this? Because that's not just a doctor's bed. It looks like, this little gray couch that you walk in and you lay down and you're like, tell me your troubles.
Yeah. Well, the bed is called the Vibrational Sound System, and it's a vibroacoustic bed that you lay on, and it sends frequencies into the body. And the main purpose of that is just to relax whoever's on the bed. The light, when you're in a session, goes into the eyes with the eyes closed and moves through the body to help relax the nervous system. But there's just something about sound and vibration that could just do it a lot faster. So using light and sound and vibration together just will allow somebody to relax just that much faster. So you can usually relax in minutes compared to maybe a half an hour or more if you didn't have the bed.
Got it. So the bed works kind of like the cacao, where cacao is the heart opener and the bed is this supportive, comforting, hugging kind of device or contraption that gives that support. Because honestly, when I was on it, it felt kind of like I was laying in sand because it was so encompassing. Like it felt like these tiny little granules, and that it completely had hold of me. There was not any part of me that was not supported. So I could see definitely, I mean, if you've got support like that, then who wouldn't dive deep?
Yeah. And the whole goal is just to get everybody as relaxed as they can. And that's the beauty of light, is that you can overlay it with other modalities, sometimes several modalities. And if they're all working together, it'll just help the overall experience.
Okay. So when you're going in for a session, let's walk through a session at Lighthouse. You're in Balboa. You're on Balboa Island. So first you come over the bridge, you go through the craziness of parking. You walk to the place, you find it, you come up these stairs that have all these candles. So you've already set the mood of kind of chill and mysterious almost, if someone hasn't been there before. And then you've got this artwork and you've got these cool lights and it smells amazing. And the first thing you do is put this little device in someone's hand.
Yeah, usually we start with the Liiight, which is a device that uses microcurrent therapy and also biofeedback to read the energy centers of the body. And we like to start with that just to give a snapshot of where the person's at that moment. And then after we look at the readout, then we're able to figure out what frequencies to use through the Ajna light.
Okay, so layman's terms, because we do like to make sure that everyone across the board can understand what we're talking about and connect with all of the modalities and really feel the healing that comes with everything. So you're sending a more or less charge through someone to see where those places are in the body where it might get a little more stuck, and then adjusting the frequencies that are coming out of the light or the patterns that are coming out of the light so that their brain is receiving it in a way that it's going to create the waves that the body needs in order to make everything optimal. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
And if you guys are watching that video that we played, or if you're not watching, feel free to go back and check out that video that we played. You'll notice there's a little phone screen and then a computer screen that has the different color bars on it. And those were when I did the Liiight, what it was reading in terms of which chakra was sending what signals, where things were getting stuck, so that they could program the light in the way that would work best for me.
Yep.
Okay. So we've gone through the Liiight, we've programmed the light. What do we do?
After that is really just getting comfortable, getting situated. We have a bunch of different plasmas and essential oils that you can use prior, just to feel, like you're at home and get yourself settled in. And then setting your intention is always a really important key aspect on where you want to direct the session, for your own reason that you're there, whether it's just to, relax, release, or call something in to your life.
Okay, so I want to back up again, and I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Because you're talking your language, which is great. I love it. I'm going to translate.
Okay.
That's how this is going today. That's fine. So you said plasmas and essential oils involved in lights. Okay. I would understand essential oils. I think most people would understand essential oils in terms of like smelling them, aromatherapy, things like that. Plasmas. That's a like Spider-Man word.
And plasmas are really just intentions that are sent into water, and then you apply the water to your third eye, and you could pick different intentions on the waters to match your overall intention. So I guess it would be, you could say, like a reinforcement for what you want to call in.
Okay. Those waters though, that's not normal water though, right? It's like the byproduct of creating beads?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, so they're waters that have Navapashna beads, which are like sacred Indian beads that are placed into the water, and then also an intention that's put into the water as well.
Got it. Okay. So it is a more kind of ceremonial thing to not just water. Not that water is just water, but
Yeah.
cool. Okay. Okay. So we've gotten oils, we've gotten plasmas, we've put them on our chakras, on our third eye, wherever we're laying on this bed. We've gotten our scan. We're tuned to exactly what our frequencies are that we're going to need, and then you give us this purple thing.
And then you get a pyrolite. And this pyrolite pad is sending infrared light and magnetism into the body. And it's normally placed over the gut, which is just the core of the body where all of our immunity is being generated here. So that would be the first place. Or if you have an area that's sore anywhere on the body, you could place the pad there.
So that would be like these red light saunas that are everywhere, same red light?
In a sense, I mean, this is really just to create like a harmonious field around the body or within the body. So you can also call it like a digital Reiki pad, is something that I like to see it as, that is there to just relax the body. And it's just reminding the body to come back to its native frequencies. And pyrolite is like pyramid light. So it's sending 3 frequencies, 40 hertz gamma, mind frequencies, 8 hertz Schumann or alpha, which are heart frequencies, and 2 hertz delta, which are body frequencies.
Okay. And for those of you who don't know what Reiki is, it's a type of energy that is specifically kind of harness directed for helping to heal, helping to emphasize things. But we will have a full episode on Reiki coming up, I believe December 2nd. Don't quote me on that. You will get notified when it is. Always watch my Instagram for notifications on what show is coming up. And that will be with your partner, Evelyn, as well. So we'll be pulling the Lighthouse crew back in for that one too.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got the pyrolite on probably our abdominal region, really helping to move our digestion, settle all of those organs, because that again helps us with getting the most benefit of things. That feeds into the whole adrenal fatigue, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that in today's society, we're so fight or flight. We're so high stress. Our adrenals are always going crazy. And the second that your adrenals are off, your digestive system shuts down. It's the first thing that stops. So this is helping your digestive go back, which then helps you really get into that more mental work. So
yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So you're hugging us, you're soothing our stomachs, and then you're getting us into that meditative state with the ajna light.
Yes.
Okay. So
and the ajna light is this lamp here.
And this is what was making those blinking patterns in that video.
Yes. And then there's 5 high-powered LEDs on the bottom that are flickering different frequencies into the mind.
Okay. So flickering different frequencies, it's just the pattern of speed and duration that the lights are on. Yes?
Yeah. So if you were sending 1 hertz, frequency would be 1 flash or 1 flicker per second. If you were sending, let's say, 300 hertz into the mind, that would be 300 flashes or pulses per second.
That seems like that would be a lot.
And at that high, at 300, you, with your eyes closed, you wouldn't even be able to perceive the flicker anymore.
Yeah.
Usually at about somewhere at about 30 hertz, at 30 flickers a second, the person from outside watching could see the flicker, but to you, it just feels like you're sun gazing. It's happening so fast.
Okay. So what do those different hertz, those different frequencies do when they're coming through your eyelids? What do those help with? Why would someone want to be under this light?
I would say the main thing would be relaxation, to be more present and to just bring you more to the heart using technology. And there's really 3 main quadrants when you're dealing with light frequency, and one would be subconscious. And those frequencies are mainly to just bring you to a deep meditative or sleep state. If you wanted to regenerate the body, like when you're at your most deepest sleep. You can also send conscious frequencies, which are more visual, more heart-based, really fun felt frequencies. And then you have the super conscious frequencies, which are the higher ones, which are a little more
My favorite.
yeah, it's a little they're a little different. It could tap into areas of your mind that you don't normally stimulate, which could be more psychic, or just where you're able to, like, download information from, outside yourself.
So here's a question then. Would this be really good or really bad for someone with PTSD?
It would actually be really good because it would relax their nervous system, calm them down. And the beauty about something like this, which I like to call it intentional focus light, because you're intentionally focusing the light to specific frequencies for that person.
Mm-hmm.
So before the session, it's good to just find out a little bit more about the person and try to tailor fit the session to meet their needs, so that way, if somebody had PTSD, a lot of the subconscious or conscious frequencies to just help them relax and get out of their mind and more into their heart would probably be the goal for them.
Okay. And it sounds like then it would be really good for anxiety, for insomnia, probably obviously pain management with the Pyrolight. And then
Yeah.
would the Ajna help with pain management then too, or is that more just Pyrolight?
It would be the Pyrolight mainly, but when you put them together, it's beautiful because you could send really low frequencies on the Ajna light to help you almost just go into a sleep state or a regenerative state,
Okay.
which then allows your body to just fully let go, and then the Pyrolight could do its job. So you can use them together, and it's a really amazing cooperative when they're
Nice.
both working
It's like
together.
a multiplier of the Pyrolight.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're doing the mental work, then the Pyrolight is the multiplier of the Ajna.
Yeah, and that's actually a good thing, is that the Ajna light is more for the mental and the Pyrolight's more for the body.
Okay. So when you've got the Pyrolight, the Ajna light, the bed, you've got specific frequencies coming through the headphones?
You can do that. You could put any type of music, ambient soundscapes, or you could do like binaural beats that are specific frequencies. So you can kind of do it. I've had some people come in and they just wanted to listen to like a whole dubstep mix that's just pure bass, and that's what they wanted and they enjoyed it. Some people just want ambient soundscapes that are just kind of relaxing them, like something you'd hear in like a massage.
But if I came in
studio.
with like Slayer or something, not a good idea.
You could do that. Nobody's done that yet.
The journeys that would come through.
Nobody's done that yet, but you can do that if you like.
I feel like this is this is an experiment that might need to happen. That sounds like it could be really fun, really terrifying, and potentially really fun. Something.
Well,
ponder.
if you do it, you're gonna have to let everyone know how it was.
Yeah, I'll have to update it on my Facebook page. Oh, actually, no, I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I can do it as a TikTok live and give you guys up to date, up to the minute, and like just yell out what's happening. Ozzy's biting the head off of a bat right right now, or whoever. Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Coming soon.
Maybe I'll do that Saturday. Okay. So good for insomnia, good for anxiety, good for PTSD, good for physical pain. What else is it good for? I mean, that's like everything.
I mean, it could just be used for so many different things. I'd say the ultimate purpose would just be to just feel more, to be more present, to have inner journeys. Because to some people, if you're willing to let go into the session and just completely just let go and not have any restraints, you can have like a visual mental journey. A lot of people have said that they've received a lot of insight and clarity. I mean, there's just so many things which is amazing. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely amazing. And having the spot next to you guys at Learning Light, having experienced it myself, being in groups where you're doing this work and hearing everyone's stories, like the light that comes out of the ajna is just pure white light all the time.
Yes.
And there are journeys of people seeing different colors, seeing different shapes. I've had completely vivid dreams that I've interacted with, lucid dream type things. So yeah, definitely all over the spectrum of things that come from that. What is it, if anything, that would be bad with the ajna?
I would say the only thing that would be bad for the ajna light would be is if you have epilepsy, because we're dealing with flickering frequencies. So somebody that has epilepsy most likely the minute they'd see flashing light wouldn't want to get near it. And then that's really it. I mean, it's safe for even children. We've put children under the light and they love it.
You put animals under it too, right?
We put animals under it, and the dogs went to sleep when they went under it. So even animals like it.
Not been put to sleep. They fell asleep.
Yeah, they fell asleep.
And then woke up after.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're clear.
And everyone has a different experience, which is what's so beautiful. So even if you had like a group of people go under the light, and let's say it was like 10 people going under at one time, and everyone may be listening to the same music, the same frequencies are being emitted into the room, each person will have a completely different experience. So even if you do it 5 times in a row, they'll never be the same. And with 5 people in the room at one time, it'll all be different. So it's
amazing.
It's a really personal experience.
Awesome. And is this something that people could do on their own, or is it something that really they should be seeking out a facilitator and a place who has this?
You could do both. I mean, we suggest to come in and try it out just so that you could see, how it works, how you feel under these modalities. But really, the main goal is to, help train people. So there's a lot of people from all over the world that I've been training from Hawaii, Oklahoma, and beyond that are bringing this either to their home for their own private practice and therapy, or people that are opening up locations that want to share this with their community. So either or, I mean, it could help so many people, and it's such a beautiful thing to share with people, and not only, have it for your own self, but to share with family, friends, and community.
Awesome. Okay. So I did mention that you guys have the spot on Balboa Island. But if someone wanted to book an appointment there or see where you guys are going next, since I know you do some traveling events, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch would be on Instagram or on our website, which is Liight Space with 3 I's. So LIIIGHT space. And then I also collaborate with my partner, Evelyn, from Sacred Healing Sessions. And when we come together, we are called Sacred Light. So sacred from Sacred Healing Sessions and light from Light Space. So you can also go to Sacred Light. And
with
that
3 I's.
Light has 3 I's as well on Instagram or on our website.
3 I's. I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry. For those of you that are listening and not watching, I pointed to my 2 visual eyes that you're used to in the third eye at the brow center, which we can talk about the third eye at the brow center probably more when we're talking about chakras, which I think is coming up next week. Again, stay tuned to my IG for that. Okay, cool. So those are the best ways to get with you. And if they wanted to learn how these all work and potentially bring them into their homes, again, same methods?
Yeah, just reach out online or stop by and visit us. And I mean, we really love sharing this information and helping people understand it more, because we truly do believe that this could help humanity. So the more people doing this, the better. So please, if you are watching this and this is intriguing you, please reach out.
Yeah, and just real quick too, I know for when I'm working with people with cacao, I always like to make sure that they are not drinking, they haven't smoked, they haven't kind of done anything that would potentially alter the experience that cacao is ready to give them. So any kind of contraindications with ajna or pyra, any of the lights?
It's best to just come as you are. You really don't need to overlap it with any type of substances or anything. It's just such a beautiful experience that you really want to just, sit with it solely with the light. And a lot of times it's so powerful that you wouldn't even want to overlay it with anything else. And so, yeah, it's always best just to come as you are and enjoy it.
I did have cacao before it one time because I was testing, seeing what the difference would be, and I did drop in faster with cacao.
Yeah, and I would say cacao would be one thing that you could bring it together
she's not
with it.
pushy.
Yeah.
She's just like, okay, we doing this.
Because it is actually very similar, because when you're going under the light, you're setting an intention. It's a ceremonial process, and both of these are to really bring you to your heart. So they're almost like, brother and sister in a way.
Maybe you have to start selling people cacao or giving people cacao before they go under the lights.
Coming soon.
Partnership coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else that you want to make sure people know and understand about ajna lights, pyra lights, what you guys do, events you have coming up? Anything?
Events coming up, we'll be traveling out to Texas, Austin, Texas, in 2 weeks for an event called Astronics Festival. So we'll be setting up a booth there, and we'll be providing light, sound, vibration sessions. And then my partner Evelyn will be doing henna adornments. And then after that, we'll be traveling to Scottsdale, Arizona on 11/11. And we're going to be doing a light and sound bath for the community there in Scottsdale. And then we'll be heading back to good old Balboa Island and facilitating more sessions. And then we'll be doing a bi-weekly sound bath and light journey every other week, every night, bi-weekly on Balboa Island. So we invite everyone to come out. It's just such a gem of a island to come experience all of this. And we just can't wait to just keep getting this spread around the globe.
Yeah, no, the island itself has amazing energies, and the space that you guys have built, all the artwork, everything is just very inviting, very inclusive.
Yeah.
So.
And it's also, I think, important to also let people know, because these modalities and technologies are here to help us come to the heart, to just relax, to help us in our meditation. But you don't need the technology. You can always revert back to just natural modalities, such as just your own meditative practice, sun gazing. I mean, there's just so many things you could do where you don't need the technology. But if you're able to access the technology, I feel like it's more of like a walking stick as you're going up the mountain, that it's just there to help assist you. But just know that it's not 100% needed. And there's, technologies out there people may see, say like they're there to enslave you, or technology's bad. These we view as nature technologies, and being used for a positive purpose, to just tap into your, inner wisdom, and to tap in and really just, come back to the heart is the ultimate goal.
Yeah. And I mean, with me personally too, it's always, I look for the things that if I don't like it, can I get out of it? Like, I don't want to be locked into it. I don't want something inside of me. I don't want any of that. So, I mean, with these, if you don't like the light that's coming at you, yeah, put your hands over your eyes.
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
you get up and you walk out of the room and you're good.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You're done. So very, very user friendly, very forgiving, very you choose your journey, which is the same way I described cacao coincidentally too. So awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dru.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So excited to share this. And guys, definitely go check out Lightspace. Check out the IG to see what they're up to. Remember to share, comment, like all of the different platforms, the show, so that we know what questions you'll have and we can help you guys get all of the information you could possibly want moving forward. And also, I'm going to be starting to do sound baths on my TikTok. So make sure you're following me on TikTok to get all of those free, fun little sound baths. Thanks so much.